Hey guys, welcome to episode 20 of A Moment with Miss Dudley. I'm Miss Dudley. It's currently 8:55 p.m. Tuesday, November the 5th, 2019. I think today's moment is called Mo's with the Mo with the moms. Just a few and a little bit of a talk on spending time with my mom. So let's get started, okay? What's up, guys? Spend a little time with the moms, eating Mo's. She wanted something different for dinner, my treat, so we're here eating Mo's. So Mo's with the mom. This will be, I don't know, maybe in episode 20, I think. So here's the moms. Say hi, mommy.
Hello, and I'm eating. I'm fine.
This is my
for the palate.
This is my mess of nachos. Who doesn't love Mexican food? So it was one of those days. I have not exercised in weeks. I'm paying for it, but I have to come back and show you guys myself back out on the road. But I can't let y'all see me grow up because it's going to be messy. Okay, see y'all in a few. Hey guys, so Mo's with the moms is done. We've gone our separate ways, and I have some other things to do before I bring it in for the evening. One of them is get gas. Let me show you how terrible my gas tank is looking. It's desperately in need of some attention. Let's see if I can float around. Look at that gas tank, honey. Yes, we desperately need some petroleum. Oh, it's getting a little weird here. Let's see if I can zoom it in. Ooh, look at the gas tank, 48 miles, 47. Yeah, that's not going to do. So yeah, let's fix that quick, fast, in a hurry. And for an autumn night, it's pretty decent, 69 degrees. All right, so let me hop out and get gas, guys. So hey guys, I'm back. I'm back home. Mo's with the moms is over. I've got my gas. I'm back at home. And I just thought I'd fill the rest of the video with, just a little bit of a moment, an extension of the moment. I'm sorry, something's in my eye, guys. Talking about just spending quality time with my mom. I'm not sure if I share with you guys that my biological father and the man who raised me, they're both gone home to be with the Lord now. And my mom is all we have. And I'm the child that gets to spend the most time with her on a day-to-day basis. I don't have any children, as you guys well know. My children are in heaven. But I get this special time with my mom, whereas in birth position, I am the third of four that my parents had, but because my older brother passed on when he was under 2 years old, I ended up being the middle child, and as with many or statistically most middle children, they don't get a lot of attention. They don't get the, sometimes they even lack the nurturing, the care, the attention, the focus, or a balanced amount of focus that most working parents do give to their children. They're often neglected. Most middle children, statistically, they're attention whores. They need attention. They're overly dramatic, things like that. I'm not dramatic, although I'm right brain creative, so I love theatrics. If that is clear and not confused, like I don't, stage these grand gestures and these grand reactions anymore. I was convinced when I was a child that I often acted out movie scenes a lot, but that was just really to entertain myself because I was kind of forced into my own little world. But being rude, crude, and socially unacceptable, loud in public and rude and just things like that. That's what I mean. But again, not to digress, I get to spend a lot of time with my mom. Now, as we shared a little bit earlier, my mom, that was her first time in Moe's. And, either I'm making dinner or she's stopping to get something. And I was like, oh, I want something to eat tonight, after we ran an errand later on this afternoon. But she's like, well, where are you going to go and eat? I'll meet you. And so I said, oh, Mom, I want to go to Moe's. I want some Mexican food. And, everybody knows that Moe's is not just a Mexican restaurant for real. It's not even Tex-Mex. It's just like, Taco Bell's cousin with more livelier ingredients, I'll say. But we went and my mom had a burrito and she really enjoyed it. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know your age groups, and I don't know whether you were raised by both parents or raised by one parent, vice the other, or if you had a relationship with both parents, although you may have been raised by a single parent. But I was raised by both my parents, my mother and my father. That is to say, the man who raised me was married to my mother. He's the father of my two siblings, older sister and baby brother. They ended up splitting up before I was conceived. And then she met my dad. They, had the little relationship, conceived me, and then my mom and dad got back together. That is the man who raised me, but I call him Dad. They both were wonderful men, by the way, but I call my siblings' dads Daddy. And again, both my dads are in heaven. They're resting. And as I was saying, I don't know if you guys have, any particular relationship that's better out of your parents. That is to say, but if you had a certain relationship with a parent, especially a single parent or a parent that had to work a lot, you may be able to also attest with me that you didn't get a chance to really know them much as a person. They were too busy filling that role of parent. And if you're a 70s born baby like me, raised in the 80s and 90s, I graduated from high school, in the early 90s, our parents worked. They were working hard for the American dream. They, enjoyed quite a bit of a certain level of prosperity that for me, like African Americans, did enjoy, the Cosby Show age where both parents worked really hard and they ended up being comfortably well off because they were able to complement each other with their work ethic and bring home incomes that worked towards the betterment of their household, and we had those things. But again, we didn't get a chance to really know our parents as people. Because they were busy filling the role of provider, parent, protector, disciplinarian, and teaching us how to cook. I'm a Southerner, so I know my parents, my mom and my dad had my sister and I in the kitchen very early, teaching us how to cook and prepare meals, especially holiday meals. But what I'm getting at is these days, for the last couple of years, actually, I've been getting the opportunity to know my mom as a person, and it has not been the easiest thing because, on one hand, it's exciting and it's enlightening, and you get to know this person that was so occupied with her role as a parent when you were a child, and you find yourself getting to know her personality, her sense of humor, the things that she likes, and because the role of parent, the grueling requirement to parent young children who are not of legal age and, don't know what they need to know as an adult. All those things set aside now, she gets to relax to a great degree, as a matter of fact, because I find myself, I get the blessing of paying for her meals and, I'm going to try not to cry. I get the blessing of the roles reversing to a certain degree. I get to spend time with her, laugh with her, crack jokes, pay for her food, give her money. And it is, it's a blessing. It's a blessing because, not many people get this opportunity. But it's sad a bit too, because I was also the child that took care of our dad for the last 2 years of his life until he passed. And for me, it was extremely unique because God literally showed me a few chain of events that would occur during the last 2 years of my dad's life, before he passed on. And my siblings and I worked in conjunction to care for him, but I was the actual caregiver. My brother has a crew of kids that keep he and his wife very, very busy. And his wife at the time, he's now remarried to a wonderful young lady. But they do have a crew of children that keep Sam's very busy. And my sister and her husband were stationed away. But my sister helped us financially when I was taking care of our dad, that is to say. But with my mom, I'm here with her, and I get to spend lots of time with her. I try not to think that one day she'll be resting in the Lord as well. So I'm trying to spend every day with her that I can, and really, celebrate the time that I have with her. And if this moment if I can make it have meaning with you guys, I would really try to share. Please, if you still have your parents, if you have both of them, wow, you're blessed. I'm 45 years old. I still have my mom. If you have one parent left, please, both parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, please cherish them. Ask them questions about their past. Ask them, questions about the times that they lived in, and, when a loaf of bread was a nickel, and just things like that. I love to hear my mom and my aunts and uncles, talk about when they were children, because, some people say, oh, it was a simpler time back then, but through their eyes, they've literally seen time change. They've seen laws change. They've seen, just society change, how the automobile changed into the smarter cars we have now. Now we have the Tesla, and they're cars that drive you. And some, whereas I think the laws are going towards where they need us to be awake. But I'm digressing to say, spend time, cherish your parents, you guys. Again, I'm trying not to break out in a blubbering cry, but just, the thought of that one day, and tomorrow's not promised, the Lord could call me to rest before my mom. But again, cherish you guys. If you guys have your parents, please cherish your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts, uncles, surrogate parents, godparents, just anyone who's an elder to you and you have a close relationship with them, even if your parents are going home, to rest in the Lord. Spend time with them now, because, again, life is so, so short, guys, and it would just work for the betterment of you as a person. It can really help you appreciate life more, the life you have. And you can learn so much about, adulthood and parenthood, and, the struggles and the decisions that they had to literally weigh, because of course times were different when we were being parented, but, the pull as a parent and the decisions you had to make are still as weighty now, probably even more so, because times have changed, and, society is less morally founded and rooted and grounded, and just anything goes nowadays. And so the challenges of being a parent are much harder. And if you have a parent or an uncle or an aunt or a grandparent with you, I think their advice is still viable, it's still valuable, it's still applicable. So whatever advantage you can get out of taking every moment with your parents that you have and cherishing it, I encourage you guys to please do so. So without, before I really get into a blubbering, snotty nose cry, guys, I'm gonna go. Please, thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button so you'll know when new episodes will air or posted. And don't forget, guys, your life can change. in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. So take advantage of those moments that God gives you, okay? God bless you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.